On a personal level, for me, freedom is being able to be who you are at all times. I think that's wrong for not saying what you feel. I think we all form opinions sometimes on people that have different values and different opinions.
All right, welcome back, Andreas. I want to ask you, what is what does freedom mean to you?
Freedom is, on a personal level, for me, freedom is being able to be who you are at all times and to be able to speak how you feel, to not be afraid of being who you really truly are. I think that's the meaning of freedom to me and how I feel towards freedom. So um, I think it's the most powerful thing that we have that we should appreciate and to continue to protect and keep that going. Currently, I think that we're being tested right now with the freedom and what freedom looks like and what people think freedom is right now. And I truly am honored to be in this country that we call the United States of America. It's still the best country in the world. And for the people that think otherwise, I truly ask them the question of, why are you still here?
No, that's pivotal. I mean,
and I think that if they were to respond, say, well, I have nowhere to go, think about all the people that came from other countries and they came here. Where did they did they have it any better than you?
No.
Right?
That long boat ride that my yaya took in the 50s was uncertain.
Of course.
Right, 10 days of tumultuous weather, and then you come here to the States where you don't know the language. You don't know anything. And then you learn. You get better. And that journey that your father took, that my father took, that led to our growth, right? It's pivotal. We always carry that with us.
Correct.
Right? And freedom to me is not just freedom of choice, but freedom of life. Right? Where you can live, where you can work, how you can work, and who can tell you what to say and do, right? So when you work for yourself, you're able to have that diversity of opinion. Right? Because that's the category of diversity that's not talked about enough, is to have different opinions, right? Yeah. And as long as we're respectful, all good. The moment we throw names at each other, right? Because people with freedom-minded normally don't throw names.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think that it's really important to say this, that because people have different opinions doesn't mean they're wrong or right, better or worse. I think that the most important thing is when you do have something to say, you should say. I think when you don't say something that you truly feel, I think that's probably the worst thing. I think that's wrong for not saying what you feel and having a different view on something. I think it's great. I think that when we surround ourselves with people that are willing to challenge our thoughts, I think it's all perspective. When you surround yourself with the right people and they have the right meaning and purpose towards you and they're willing to challenge your thoughts, I think that it's something to feel that you should be honored, because that means they're trying to challenge you to grow. And by having different opinions, it forces us to grow and think. Because, I'm reading a book that's called Rethink, The Power of Rethinking. And it really has opened up my mind to, what I currently think is right. Is it truly right? Is it really the right way? Is it the right way of thinking? Like, it forces me to rethink everything and to really rethink when I disagree with somebody's view. It really forces me to rethink, to force me to think, what are they thinking? How are they thinking? And it really has opened up how I look at things and when I listen to people. And again, having differences, I think it's great. I mean, that's who we are. How could we all have the same thoughts, feelings, and opinions? I think that's what makes us a great country, is we have all these different cultures, ethnicities, and what are we? The melting pot. So it's all a bit of little things here and there, cultures, habits, and beliefs, and everybody working together. And I think that we all can learn something from one another, especially from the people that are truly the most different from us. I think that's really the biggest takeaway, is to really rethink on what's wrong, what's right, and is it really wrong, is it really right, and what it means to you, and how, I think we all form opinions sometimes on people that have different values and different opinions. We're subject to thinking that they're maybe a lesser person or a better person sometimes, but I really learned that it shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't have anything to do with lesser or better. It's just we have to sometimes look at them and say, maybe that's what they've been through. That's all they know.
No, and that takes a lot of evolution to get to the point where we're not just saying, oh, bad, or dismissed, or canceled, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you might even say something that's wrong. And you're like, all right, so in the greater whole, you say 1,000 things that are right and one thing that's wrong. Okay, well, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. You're still a decent person, right? And so the fact that, as Christians, we need to forgive because we seek forgiveness.
Oh, that's so important. You're so right about that. Forgiveness is a really big factor that, not only you have to forgive others, but you have to forgive yourself.
Ooh, that was a big one. That's a big one for me.
Yeah, forgiveness.
Look in the mirror and say, I accept that I've made mistakes.
Correct.
I'm sorry. I feel bad about them, but now I'm not going to live in that mud anymore. I'm going to wash it off and march forward.
Yeah, I totally agree. So it's been I've really enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you.
That we've had.
We'll have more of them. And
definitely looking forward to it.
Look forward to future episodes together, and I think that there's going to be a lot of dynamic power and two strong but good-hearted Greeks coming together.
Definitely.
Right? Because this is how we build a community, right? It's two people at a time. How can people find you online or work with you?
Well, it's very simple. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. Our website for our self-storage broker team is the Bledsoe self-storage-group.com, or you can reach me on my cell phone, 215-850-0450. Again, you can call me, text me. I'm an open book, and I would love to help in any way, shape, or form that I can, so don't hesitate to reach out.
Oh, I love that. I mean, since we're sharing numbers, I'll share my business line, 3054-RELIEF. That's 473-5433. Call or text anytime. Tell me what your problem, tell me what your situation is, and we're here to build a solution. Just as Andreas builds solutions for his clientele.
Correct.
So thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
It's been an awesome time. I look forward to future conversations together.
Definitely. Same here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being on the Relief Podcast.
All right.